everyone, it's Katie from Paradise Falls family. In this short video, we'll be taking you through our mini stay at Disney's Vero Beach Resort in April 2023. This came right at the end of our trip, followed on from our cruise on the Disney Wish. We only had time to squeeze in one night here using our DVC or Disney Vacation Club points, but it was a wonderful stop to break the journey down to Miami Airport. I'll talk you through our stay and try and give a bit of information on the resort itself to help you with your trip planning. We began the day on the Disney Wish, and you can catch our vlogs on this and the rest of our trip in our Florida 2023 playlist. We disembarked the ship around 8:30 on the morning, and we'd pre-booked a rental car through Alamo. It's worth noting that we found in the past that cars with Alamo do tend to book up really fast, so make sure to book well in advance. We'd reserved a 7-person people carrier to seat all 6 of us, and this came to $390 for just over 24 hours, which was a little pricey but not horrendous given the amount of people we had to fit in. Alamo has a pickup location right outside of the cruise terminal, and our porter helped us with our luggage to the queue. There was only one other family waiting, and we all hopped in the shuttle, which took us the 10 minutes to the Alamo Rental Centre. The shuttle fit around 10 people and had a trailer behind for plenty of luggage space, so it was nice and comfortable. We were able to pick up our car really quickly and easily, as is always the case with Alamo, who are definitely our preferred car rental provider, and we were on the road for 9 AM. The drive down to Vero Beach is so easy, it's just straight down the coast for around an hour and a half, with plenty of places to stop if you want to. We arrived around 10:30 AM and settled in for a relaxing day at the resort. We were pretty early, so our room wasn't ready, but we were able to park our car in the underground garage for free and left our luggage in there until later. To begin with, we decided to have an early lunch before we ventured into the pool or to the beach. There is a great quick service restaurant in the pool area, the Wind and Waves Bar, which is connected to the Wind and Waves Market, where you can pick up snacks, drinks and other essentials. We were able to pick up some burgers, chicken tenders, fries etc. for around $50 for the 4 of us, and sat outdoors in the bar area taking in the music and atmosphere. Vero Beach has a lovely relaxed vibe and has a great beachside resort feel. I'm a vegetarian and I had the best quick service I have ever had at Disney here, a spicy fake chicken sandwich which was delicious. Vero Beach also has a sit-down restaurant, the Wind and Waves Grill. We couldn't find a way to book here in advance from the UK, but in the end we worked out that the restaurant is shown on the Open Table app. Unfortunately, there was limited availability for the evening and the following morning. The menu was also a little pricier, so ultimately we decided we'd just give it a miss and just have a few more quick service meals. It's worth noting that the Wind and Waves Grill used to have a character breakfast before the pandemic, but this hasn't come back yet, so another reason we were happy to give it a miss this time and hopefully book onto the character breakfast if it returns when we next visit. With lunch sorted, we were desperate to cool off and decided to spend the afternoon at the hotel pool. The pool here is brilliant, nice and big and really spacious, with a really good slide and a hot tub as well. Although it was later in the day, we were still able to get some lounges in the shade near to the pool edge, which is great given how difficult it can sometimes be to find a seat. We all had a brilliant afternoon relaxing, playing and enjoying the slide. There was music playing, there was poolside bingo and games, and it was just a great way to spend our last day. Around the pool, you've also got a few other bits and pieces to keep you entertained. We had a few fun games of pool in the gazebo, and you just pick up the equipment from the activities desk by the pool. Then you've also got shuffleboard, mini golf and cornhole that you can enjoy. There's also bike rentals available, and then countless other activities on throughout the week. We didn't have time to take any more of these in, but the schedule for the week included things like archery and yoga. Around 3 PM we got a text to say our room was ready, so Greg headed off to check in and move the luggage upstairs. We were located in room 2305, which is on the 3rd floor of the main building, just off the lobby. The room itself was lovely and spacious, with 2 queen beds and a nice big bathroom. The decor was nice, going with the beachside theme, and we had a balcony overlooking the front of the hotel, although we never really had time to make use of it. Because we were located quite near the lobby, there was a little bit of noise, but it didn't bother us and we didn't hear anything past around 10 p.m. Our room was a deluxe inn room with a standard view, which was the cheapest option in terms of the number of DVC points it cost us to stay for the night. My sister is not a DVC member, but when we tried to book a cash stay with the hotel directly, there was no availability, so she used David's Disney Vacation Club rentals and paid to rent points from a member. This was a great way to stay here and is a great way to stay in some of the DVC rooms and resorts to try them out before you take the plunge and become DVC members. However, this is a really expensive resort to stay at. The cheapest room was over $600 to rent points to stay for just the one night. By around 5 p.m, we were hungry again, so we packed up and had another quick service dinner at the Wind and Waves bar. We'd intended to spend some time on the beach, but we were having such a blast in the pool that we never got around to it. We did have time to grab a quick look after dinner though, as it's right next to the pool, just over the other side of the hedges, so it's really easy to grab some beach time if you want. We did think about going down for an hour, but unfortunately a storm came in, so we headed inside. The staff were brilliant, and with it being Florida, they were well prepared for this, moving a lot of the kids' activities inside. We spent a bit of time exploring the lobby area and doing some shopping, and then headed for the room to pack and have an early night ahead of a long day of travelling to come. The next morning we had time to pop to the market downstairs to get a few bits for breakfast and also to spend about another half hour exploring the gorgeous grounds. Just past the bike rentals by the pool there is a path leading to an underpass which goes under the main road. This path is wonderfully decorated with characters from Peter Pan and it takes you to a lake over the other side of the road. It's a nice little walk, particularly for Peter Pan fans like us. Back in the lobby we had enough time for one last pin trade at the front desk, and then it was time to jump in the car and make the journey down to Miami. We were on the road for around 9:15 in the morning and the journey took us around 3.5 hours, including a short stop at a service station for some lunch and a break near West Palm Beach. The drive itself is incredibly easy, but we normally hit traffic approaching Miami and around the airport, so make sure to give yourself a good time buffer so you're not rushing for your flight. Also keep in mind that once you've dropped your rental car, you will need to get on the MIA mover, the monorail system, to take you to the main terminals, and this adds some time on as well. Our flight home with Virgin Atlantic was pretty uneventful and as comfortable as an overnight flight can be. The kids cope with these really well and always manage to get at least a little bit of sleep. We'd left our car at the Delta Marriott Heathrow Windsor, so from the airport it was just a short taxi ride, which was around £50 for the 6 of us, to take us back to the hotel to pick up the car and then start the journey home. This was a really wonderful trip and Vero Beach was a great way to end it. If you look at a map of the resort, we managed to see most of the main communal areas even in the short time we were there, so it's a fairly small but lovely resort. The main lobby, shown here circled in blue, was stunning and is a brilliant space to relax in, and home to the shop and the Wind and Waves restaurant. The beach is within easy access, as you can see here in green, and then you've obviously got a brilliant pool area circled in red and all the activities that you could wish for. We've also added the Peter Pan walk in purple if you fancy taking a look at this. So as you can see, it's a fairly small resort, but a wonderful place to spend your time, and we'd love to return here again one day, perhaps to break up the journey to Miami, but hopefully for a slightly longer time next time, so we can really enjoy everything that the resort has to offer. So that's been a quick overview of Disney's Vero Beach Resort and finishes this vlog series. Thank you to everyone who's watched and followed along. We've loved making these and hope that you've enjoyed them too.